Brothers, I'm reloading.
Something's wrong.
Begin recording. Reporting on the status of the route of Azimuth Station, as requested by Dr. Darlin. All tests have been passed. System configuration is within defined parameters. No additional preparations are... What's that?
Get to the roof.
Those who are in eternal union with the monolith can never be stopped. You think I'm going to beg for mercy? It doesn't matter. You stalkers don't understand anything. The monolith opened my eyes. I'm not afraid. Not afraid to die for its glory.
Why are you doing all this?
You are not one of us. You will never understand it. This isn't the way it's supposed to be. The monolith helped me to see that. Sure, a lot of people might die. But if I don't do this, everyone's going to die.
Are you the one who activated the scanner on Wild Island?
My brothers are poisoning themselves on that island. And to what end? I just couldn't watch it anymore. The immunity that kept us safe has been weakening ever since the monolith felt silent. They were dying.
Either way, you're done for.
I'm ready.
Last contacted from, and we intercepted the sender's final message. We can listen to it. There's gotta be a backup storage panel on the antenna near you. You said, return to Icarus, get everything ready. It is time. Yes, word of the monolith. So it was you all along. Oh, Faust.
I wasn't the only one. Someone else on Azimuth finished the ward off before I got there. Foma was with them. He tried to kill me, Strider. I need to get to Icarus, and the sooner the better. Faust had a reason to leave the island just now.
Skip, if you find him, try to find out what he's up to. He's my brother. In the end, all his sins are also mine.
You're entering ward territory, Stalker. You have no business being here, you hear me? Turn around and get lost.
I've got a permit from Colonel Korshunov.
Are we hiring stalkers now, too? Nah, whatever. As long as you can help. Come on in. The commander's in the main building. We've got an infirmary there now.
I would not recommend doubling the dosage. These medications have a cumulative...
Captain, do it.
This is not the wisest course of action.
Expecting any help from you wasn't the wisest course of action. You've been here for 2 weeks and my men are only getting worse.
Sometimes we have to let the patient get a little worse in order to figure out what's wrong with him. I have the situation firmly in hand.
That's what worries me. Sirka promised me the best expert in the field. Where is he? Who's going to tell me what happened to my men?
I am. But it'll take time. Have some patience, Captain. Your doctor has all the medications we need, and my devices are monitoring the situation. You will be the first to know.
Unless I lose my marbles myself first. That's it. I'm done waiting. You're dismissed, Doc. Stalker? How did you get in here?
One of your men is a rat.
One of my men? Bullshit.
I intercepted a message about a plot to sabotage Icarus. It was sent over an old frequency, a monolithian one. Just like the PDA the traitor used to communicate.
If it's old, we can trace it. I bet it's Krivenko. He puts his shitty gadgets all over the place, thinking we'd never put 2 and 2 together. All right, here's the plan. I'll send my soldiers for a walk around the camp, just in case. You get rid of the antennas. They'll jam any direction finder.
Reports of anomalous sea activity should be promptly documented and submitted to Dr. Krivenko. You can find the full...
Who's Krivenko? Why do you suspect him?
You just saw him. That Circa rat. That bozo showed up as soon as my men started hearing things, with papers signed by Dalin himself. And I never even sent a request to Circa. He hasn't done a damn thing in 2 weeks other than set up his locators to monitor the situation. I trust my soldiers, but not those Circa crooks.
What's the purpose of these antennas?
On paper, to monitor the level of anomalous exposure. As for what they really do, your guess is as good as mine. If not for the papers from Dalin, I'd toss Krivenko into the nearest anomaly myself. Then he can measure the exposure on his own ass till the cows come home.
Your life and well-being are our top priority. Therefore, any health
I want to talk to Krivenko first.
Go ahead. And don't forget to talk to our quartermaster afterwards. He could spin a whole platoon's worth of briefs out of the wool Krivenko's gonna pull over your eyes.
Icarus. These are desperate times indeed. How are you feeling? Any headaches? Dizziness, perhaps? I wish I had the proper equipment to read your Psi signature. Given the circumstances, it never hurts to have a control sample.
I've been informed that there's a traitor in the ward. He probably has Monolith connections. Can you help me find him?
Monolith? Impossible. I would have noticed for sure. But if you insist, let's run another check. I'll need up-to-date readings from the scanning antennas in order to find your traitor. Unless, of course, you are just imagining him. That's the order of the day around here.
How would your data help us figure out what's going on?
Don't get me wrong. I could explain everything, of course, but why bother? If you wanted to listen to my lectures, you'd be a scientist, not a stalker. Just bring the data to me, and I'll do what I was sent here to do.
Deal. I'll get your data.
It's a pleasure working with you, Stalker. Here's a recording device. Tell me if you start feeling unwell. Remember, I'm here to help.
Non-duty Circa employee. There are no exceptions. Ward soldier, remember that it's extremely dangerous to explore anomalies on your own.
Hey, this spot's mine. It's easier to breathe here. Just don't tell anybody, okay? The air down below is kinda stuffy and dank. Because of the swamps, I guess. Nobody's noticed I'm on my 7th watch in a row up here. Keep a low profile, okay? The air down below is kinda stuffy and dank. Because of the swamps, I guess. Nobody's noticed I'm on my 7th watch in a row up here. Keep a low profile, okay? I'm not telling anyone. And you don't tell anyone about this spot either.
A stalker is not your friend, but being polite and attentive is the best strategy when communicating with them. C activity should be promptly documented and submitted to Dr. Krivenko. You can
Wait
find
for
the
it, guys.
form in the
Here's a
sample
good one.
in the medical file.
A soldier's busting his ass trying to keep up with stupid orders. The lad starts whining, "Sir, I've been on my feet all day. I'm beat." "Then lie down and give me
so
50
tired.
sit-ups on the double."
Permission to raise spirit?
I got all 3 reports. Laugh if you want, Stalker, but it seems like you were right. Icarus may indeed be exposed to the influence from outside.
Have you found the traitor?
Not exactly, but I did find an interesting disturbance in the psi field, here in the camp. So much for the much-vaunted ward. I remember Senkevich puffing out his chest when he said his most trusted man, Shtarev, had checked everything and that the threat was clearly coming from outside the camp. Follow these coordinates. I'll have security let you in. If the thing beneath Icarus is what I think it is, I want you to leave it alone, but make sure you get a reading from it.
Visit to a medical professional.
I'm afraid Captain Senkevich is underqualified to determine the source of the disturbance. We'll have to do it on our own. Follow the coordinates to the underground area and take readings from the device you find there.
Once I'm back home, I'll forget the zone, like a bad dream. If I make it back at all.
We were told you were coming. You can go in. Just keep your head down. You might see things from time to time. We were told you were coming. You can go in. Just keep your head down. You might see things from time to time.
Wait for it, guys. Here's a good one. One stalker says to another, "Hey, let's have a pet flesh at the base."
How did it go?
Not bad. I found a strange device.
Just as I thought. That, my friend, is a Psi beacon. Old monolith technology, with a few recent modifications.
So it was altered? How?
Based on what I can see right off the bat, the power has been reduced, but the frequency range has been significantly expanded. And whoever made the modifications knew exactly what they were doing. I'll have to make some adjustments to my preliminary calculations. Was there anything else, Stalker?
A Psi beacon? What's that?
To put it simply, it's a device that emits Psi waves in a specific spectrum. Regular exposure can even turn a man into a zombie. This particular unit works a bit differently, but the principle is the same.
How did the Psi beacon end up there?
How does anything end up anywhere? Someone put it there. If the signatures I have read with your assistance are to be believed, this one was put there by Lieutenant Shteref. The same Shteref who was supposed to check the underground area on Sienkiewicz's orders. Korshunov's gonna have a long talk with the captain, I'm sure.
Get to the point.
It's pretty simple. Lieutenant Shteref's Psi signature is nearly identical to those we have taken from the former Monolithians. Can you believe it?
Do you know where the lieutenant is?
I can take a guess. My colleagues at Echo Station are doing similar research, and they picked up an interesting signature recently. I didn't think much of it before. There are lots of people roaming the swamps after all, but now I know who it is. It's a good thing Circa expeditions are always accompanied by a security detail. I believe Shteref will be detained soon. Still, you'd better hurry up.
I don't even know what they put in that stuff.
What's up?
How can you not tell an acid artifact from a flame one? What they do is completely different. They don't even look alike. They send you idiots to work with, and then you're back to square one looking for that variable you've been chasing for 6 months. A damn zombie could do a better job.
Can you remind me where I can find Shteref?
Echo Station. That's where my colleagues picked up an interesting signature recently. If you want to intercept Shteref first, you'd better hurry. Good luck.
Reports of anomalous Psi activity.
Happiness requires sacrifice. I know you understand this. It's all right. We're almost there. I just need to turn it on.
had to do it. He's right. You're a scientist. You have to understand me. The small must not stand in the way of the great.
What are you talking about? Who is he?
Have you ever felt needed? Like you're not alone anymore? I never have. Not until he spoke to me.
Wake up, Lieutenant. You must have been under Psi influence.
You're mistaken. He went silent! And then those rats from Circa didn't want to reach you in the antenna. I had to do it. Don't you understand? I'm almost done, Stalker. I'm sorry, but I can't leave any witnesses. I did what you said.
Return to Icarus. Get everything ready. It is time.
Yes. Word of the monolith.
Begin recording. Reporting on the status of the route of Azimuth Station as requested by Dr. Darlin. All tests have been passed. System configuration is within defined parameters. No additional preparations are... What's that?
You're a tenacious one, soldier. Ruthless, too. There are no better qualities for those who walk his path. You've earned the right to hear me once more. On a ship bound for nowhere is a guy who's trying to stay afloat. He will show you the way to clear sky. Once you get there, you'll never be alone again. Come to me.
Who's there? Sultan's been sitting on his ass since he took over the Skadovsk. Should have been harder on Beard. Why the hell is he cutting him slack? Yeah, get out already.
Oj, u luzi červona kalina.
Well, look what the cat dragged in. We've got guests in our swamp. I'm sorry, I mean their swamp. It belongs to those paragons of clean living, of course. What can I do for you?
Do you know anything about Clear Sky?
It used to be a faction. They were searching for the ways of the zone, but they got lost. They're gone now. Their base is still out there, but there's no way to get inside. And that's for the best. The zone has some secrets that are best left undisturbed.
I'm looking for a guide to Clear Sky. Can you help me?
Wanna hear a story? Nah, don't answer. I'm gonna tell you anyways. I've just had about enough for a little tale. I used to be a guide. It's true. I figured I was leading people around the zone. Turns out I was lying through my teeth to myself. I thought I knew it all. I thought I could take anyone, anywhere. What kind of mistakes does a stalker make, huh? You can mess up your detector, you lose your loot. With guides, it's a different story. Especially when the zone wants to put them in their place. You dig?
I need a guide, not a gig as a therapist. Get to the point.
You're a mean one, Mr. Skiff. But at least you're honest. Guess that's better than the other way around. I'm not taking you anywhere. You need Nimble. He's a little on the cookie side, but he always gets out of trouble alive. You'll know him by the Snorgas mask on his shoulder. Don't ask him about it. The last time I saw him was with Trapper. The Sultan hired the hunter to kill mutants in the swamps. So Trapper pestered every guy to take him straight up the swamp's ass. I just sent you the coordinates of that ass. Watch yourself. So, what were we talking about?
Oj, u luzi červona kalina.
You're very nice, but I ain't taking you there. Not gonna happen. Let me finish my drink in peace. Look for Nimble. He's the man you need.
First time here, huh? Don't be shy, Loner. We won't bite. Visit the Sultansk once. You'll see there's no better place in all of Zaton. If you're looking for a job, got artifacts to sell, or just need a drink for the road, you've come to the right place. I know all about how this place works, and I can tell you how to make it work in your favor. Rule number 1. No trashing my shit. I'm not gonna like it. Name's Sonia, by the way. Sonia Kalina. You know coupons were invented by some smart-ass freedom guy from Rostock, right? Wasn't that long ago, but the whole zone uses them. Jobs, trades, payments, it's all coupons now. I wonder if it's human nature, or does the zone turn anything new into something ordinary just like that? Take a look. You won't find this kind of stuff even on the mainland. Remember, no brawling in my bar. Capiche?
Never heard this one. Scientists have discovered a new type of mutant in the zone. They call it a false chump. Meaning, it looks like a chump, it walks like a chump, but there's nothing to shake out of it.
Remember this, I'm the Sultan, and this ship is mine. If you play by my rules, you'll have a good life here. But step out of line, and you can kiss that good life goodbye. Don't bother me with crap, and don't start shit with Kalina, or my men, unless you want a bullet in your knee.
What can you tell me about the Sultansk?
Here on the Sultansk, we don't treat stalkers as enemies. Behave, and you'll make some good money, just like my guys. But if you're a Shevchenko rat, that's a whole different story. And trust me, it ain't pretty.
As a shooter loses arse first, then just fix it up.
Let me tell you something. The ward, they're just basic cops. Gear's fancier, but that's all there is. Even the wardens can't resist a little extra coin if you approach them the right way. Coupons are sort of like magic. They make folks turn a blind eye and a deaf ear. If you've got something to talk about, come on over.
Little Birdie told me the ward's selling guns on the side. Those fucks won't even sell their toys to other pigs. We wouldn't get shit.
I've seen my share of shit here. Gunshot wounds of every caliber. Nasty stab wounds. Presents from the zone. So, you ain't dying on my watch. If you cough up some coupons for the meds, of course. Free healthcare is a mortal sin. You dig? Quit messing around. You're healthy as a horse. Plenty of stalkers lately. All freaking scratches. But they keep showing up and whining. Did they make a deal with our bosses behind our backs or something? Whatever, I'm gonna stay out of it. What's the fucking point? Dead men ain't gonna settle my tab. If they wanna play war, they can knock themselves out. Stop eyeing my pharmacy like it's a buffet. Come back anytime. And don't forget the cash.
I've been here for a while now. Way back, Beard used to hang around the Skadovsk, then Sultan kicked him out, with a little help from yours truly. The Sultan went easy on Beard for old time's sake, but the likes of you better not cross him. Might find yourself on an underwater expedition in the swamps. Don't bother the Sultan with stupid shit. If it's important, Miss Kalina will tell you when to pay him a visit. She's the one to talk to if you need a job. I don't share info with strangers, but if you're looking for work, I'm your man.
Why, hello there. We've got some well of champs around here. The kind that got an artifact in every pocket, you know. But you gotta get them before the mutants do. That's some tough competition, man. Run along, loner.
At that one, you're a cop. A stalker calls his pal. I need help. I've got this tooth problem. His pal is like, maybe you shouldn't bite what you can't chew. He says, tell it to the thing that's got its teeth in my ass.
Hey, trying to ruin my hunt, are you?
What are you hunting here?
Here in the zone, you never know for sure. I haven't seen anything but the Sultan's boys, and they're scattered all over the swamps. Keep your eyes open. That creature's nearby. I can feel it. My gut never lies.
I hear you used to work with Nimble. I'm looking for him.
Yeah, I did. He wasn't much help, though. I sent him to a snork cave. All he had to do was hit a button, but I haven't heard any explosions yet. The bastard sure was glad to get his pay up front. Now I remember why they called him Nimble.
So what kind of job were you working on with Nimble?
Something for the Sultan. He's a scumbag, of course, but he's a very thorough scumbag. He asked us to mop up the local mutants, so his boys wouldn't be so scared to cross the swamps.
Can you give me the coordinates to the cave? I'll try looking for him.
What's the point? He's already drinking away the Sultan's advance somewhere. Sure, you can have it. Quiet! Did you hear that?
What?
The creature's here! Come on, grab your biggest gun. This is gonna be one hell of a hunt.
Let's dance!
I heard you coming from a mile away. I thought about giving up hunting, but when the Sultan asked me to shoot some mutants, I jumped at the chance. Not for the coupons, for the sake of the hunt itself. Shotgun in hand like I used to. No, Stalker. I lived as a hunter, and I'll die as a hunter. Get a move on.
Tenacious one, soldier. Ruthless, too. There are no better qualities for those who walk his path. You've earned the right to hear me once more. On a ship bound for nowhere is a guide who's trying to stay afloat. He will show you the way to clear sky. Once you get there, you'll never be alone again. Come to me.
you are, Stalker. But you best run. Too close. I thought it was game over for sure.
Clear. Skybase.
You good now, bro? That's what I thought. Close calls in a minute. Not cool. Fucking snorks, man. You were asking about Clear Sky. What do you want to know?
You. The night back at the old bridge. You stole my scanner and gave me a hell of a headache.
That's horseshit, man. I ain't been back at the old bridge in a long time. It was all bounce, man. Shit. I'm just a guide. I was only showing the way, all right?
Yeah? To monolithians.
It was a run-of-the-mill job where the customer's kind of shady, all obsessed with the monolith and shit. But I'm not in the business of killing stalkers.
But you are in the business with Faust.
He ain't that bad. Maybe a couple of screws loose, but here in the zone, that don't exactly make him unique. Although, that whole blind thing, I think it's a crock of shit.
That's a pretty stupid take. Any others?
Oh yeah, lots. You, patch me up and I'll share everything.
Stop pretending and get up.
Sure. Ask away. I'll tell you whatever you want, then I'm out of here. I'm fucking done. Finita la comedia. Fucking swamps, man. I gotta deal with some bullshit every single time.
How do I get to Clear Sky?
I saved your life once, and now I just might save it again. Don't go there. Steer clear of that place.
I should have shot you after all.
Fine. If you want to die, be my guest. Here's a map. Professor Kalinchap set up some defenses when he left Clear Sky. You can't get through without this map. There are beacons on the map. You have to calibrate 4 of them to your signal. Then, you can get through the ruins in the swamps and into Clear Sky. Any other questions?
How do those beacons work?
Professor Kalinchap mentioned something about them affecting the controlled anomalous psi field there on the Clear Sky base. But I never got into that stuff, even though I used to hang out with those Clear Sky scientists. If it works, good. If it doesn't, screw it. The point is, you can't get to Clear Sky without the map, and you have to recalibrate the beacons. Otherwise, you'll wander around the ruins until the cows come home. Unless you're Faust. Screw him.
Who is this Kalancha guy?
A scientist. Very smart guy. He was a Clear Sky too. He knew things were going south. He's the one who gave me the map and told me all about the beacons. Then he took off without even saying goodbye. I guess he just couldn't stick around that base anymore. Not after everything that went down. I get it. Whatever Faust is doing there, at Clear Sky, it's like robbing a grave. A mass grave.
So what happened at the Clear Sky base?
We went to the center of the zone to stop Strilok, and I was the only one who made it back. You ever go back home just to find the place deserted and destroyed?
Yes.
Then you know there are some things you just can't fix.
All right. You're free to go.
I wouldn't go anywhere near that place if I were you. But I get the feeling you ain't gonna listen. I met a guy once who was as stubborn as you. He had a big-ass scar across his whole face and crazy eyes, just like yours. How does the zone even find guys like you? I ain't gonna wish you luck. You don't need it. So I, hope we never meet again. I told you. Recalibrate the beacons, and you can get past the ruins and into the clear sky. Nothing to it.
Why do you have a snork gas mask on your shoulder?
So you can ask me stupid questions. Works every time. Alright, every guide has a story about failing to take someone to their destination. We're like doctors. If you can't live with your failures, don't even try. That is why I wear this piece of shit. It reminds me that even the most experienced guides make mistakes sometimes. It's time to get out of here. Not out of the zone, of course. Out of the swamps. There's so much to see in the zone, but I just keep coming back here. Life hasn't taught me anything. Hit the road.
Clear Sky personnel, we have been forced to leave the base. It is impossible to determine the exact date of our return at this time. In order to keep the base secure in the absence of scientific personnel, I have reconfigured 5 emission monitoring beacons. In addition to real-time effects, their functionality has now been supplemented with the emission of Z radiation into the surrounding environment. I hope that this will be enough to keep everything intact until our return.
going on? I can't feel anyone. Where are they? Tell me where they are. Why are you silent? Say something. Anything. Strider is unknown to me. He says our brothers are scattered all over the zone, lost, no memory of themselves. He too did not know who he was. But that doesn't matter anymore. Strider and I will find the others and help them remember. Whatever has forced you to remain silent, we shall find the reason and set things right together. This I swear. Strider never understood anything. I just couldn't make him understand. What a waste. At one point, I thought he was going to lead me out of the swamp. Instead, he led the others into it. For 10 years now, my brothers have been following a shepherd lost in the dark. I will lead my brothers out of the darkness. I will free you from the yoke of fools. At last, I hear your voice again, Monolith.
his neck. Thrown off a cliff. Torn apart by dogs. Operation Monolith. Hanged. Alive but lost. Wait just a second, Skiff. And the scanner is yours. I need to say my goodbyes. Farewell to our great past. Enemies, yes, but united by faith in one idea. For your kind, it was the wish granter. For us, the monolith. It spoke in many tongues, but everyone heard only what they wanted to hear. Repentance. Forgiveness. Not a chance. After a decade of silence, only hatred remains. The monolith has abandoned us to make us understand. Being alive does not mean to be happy. Nothing else matters.
On his back. That loner's a little on the weird side himself. Come on in, Skiff. We've been waiting for you.
Let's cut to the chase. We can always chat later.
I've always had a feeling this zone was something more than just a place on a map. And now I'm sure of it. We're down here. See you around.
You know what makes a stalker a stalker? Curiosity. I told you he'd come.
You told me a lot, and left out even more. Thank you for coming, Skiff.
What did you want to talk about?
I found out that the ward moved the Wish Granter from the CNPP to Circa.
The monolith.
That toy is way too dangerous, even for Dallin. Especially for Dallin. The zone itself could suffer for it. And then the dark would eclipse whatever light still remains here.
I've seen Faust. You mentioned the Wish Granter as well before he disappeared.
So he's in on it too. The past will never let us go, will it?
Can you remind me again what the Wish Granter is?
An atrocity.
It's a device that was used to protect the center of the zone. They had it installed inside the CNPP sarcophagus. It drew stalkers to it with the promise of granting wishes.
The Wish Granter, or a monolith, drove people insane. Those who survived the ordeal were brainwashed and became monolithians.
I've always wondered, Strider, what did you wish for when you got there?
Do you think Faust is planning something that involves Circa?
If you put 2 and 2 together, you'll probably get 4, even in the zone.
If the monolith really is at Circa, like Scar says, then Faust is doing all of this for one reason. To get inside the Institute.
Dallin is hell-bent on making a scientific breakthrough, by any means necessary. If the Wish Granter is activated again...
No. I won't allow that to happen.
A Strider wants to know what Faust is up to. I want to get to the bottom of the whole scanner business. But what's in it for you?
See, Strider doesn't trust me either. But like I told you before, I just like helping people. The zone represents the delicate balance between the dark and the light in all of us. The monolith disrupted that balance once, and it will do so again. Besides, anything that hurts the ward is fine by me. We all do what needs to be done, and we risk our lives for what we believe in. That's the only way, Skiff. Otherwise, we're no better than zombies.
So what do you want from me?
I see you found what you were looking for, and you're going to find even more. In the darkest part of the zone, built from the brightest of intentions.
The scanner is your chance to get into Circa. Then, you'll be able to find out if that damn machine is really there. I'll get my squad together and head for the Institute. We need your help, Skiff. Noontide... No. The entire zone is in danger.
Sometimes bad people make good choices. I trust you to make the right one.
Scare, we've got wardens here. A lot of them.
Korshunov knows what he's doing, I'll give him that. Would you welcome our guests, Skiff? Strider and I need some time to get off the stage.
And what about your men?
Skiff will lend them a hand. He's a good man. And if not, my men are good soldiers.
Stand aside! This is a restricted strategic facility. Unauthorized entry is prohibited.
I have an appointment with Dr. Dahlin. I brought the scanner.
You must be Skiff. Head to the internal checkpoint. They'll direct you from there.
Warning. Science Group 2104 has finished its shift and is departing. The arrival of the next group is on hold until the current protocol is lifted.
Colonel, a loner is here with the scanner. Initiating guest protocol. Go ahead. They're waiting for you inside.
Run compatibility tests. Check everything is all right. Oh, yes. Of course. You must be tired. Oh, here. Here's the key to my room. I'm sleeping in my study either way. Don't worry about your reward. You'll get it. In fact, someone would like to talk to you as soon as we've completed all the necessary tests. Have some rest and get yourself cleaned up. My colleagues promised me a surprise for my birthday. I wish I knew what it was. Guess you'll have to tell me. Enjoy it. Come on! Really? Thank you.
There. Walk through the metal detector.
Warning. Associate Professor Havrish and Laboratory Assistant Smitchko proceed to the transportation platform assembly location.
Alright, you can come in. Follow the protocol and stay out of trouble.
Imminent. All staff and guests of the Institute are to vacate the outer perimeter immediately.
Damn, now I'm going to end up with a migraine again, and I've got reports to fill out. It's about time they cleared everyone out of here.
What else did you expect? Caffeine and emissions don't mix. You know that.
How was I supposed to know it was going to happen right away? Unlike you, I don't consider fortune-telling a scientific method.
Identity confirmed. Greetings, guest. Welcome to Circa, the gateway to the future. At Circa, we uphold the highest security standards and prioritize mutual respect. The guest access level comes with specific limitations on movement within the Institute. Scientific facilities, engineering rooms, and certain other areas remain inaccessible to guests. Only the Director and the Head of Security are authorized to upgrade or downgrade access elements.
Skiff, come in. Are you there yet? See if you can get to the labs and find out about the monolith. I'm counting on you, Stalker.
They've got some serious security here, Strider.
I know. That's why it was crucial for you to get there. My men outside are looking for a way in. The monolith is an evil no one should ever exploit. Please, help us.
schedule in Sector C has been updated. All activities that have been cancelled will be resumed upon the return of core staff. Have a nice day.
Sacrificed our time and our comfort. We've toiled tirelessly for this very moment. This will be the day of our triumph. Soon, we will establish a connection to the generators and gain full control over the anomalous energy. History will remember our names. That's all. You can get back to work now.
By the way, the emission shielding was also designed by yours truly. It was based on the results of the Caribbean experiment. As for the scanners, all credit for them goes to my colleague Hammond.
Oh, I'd love to meet him.
You're not alone in that, my friend. Unfortunately, he just vanished into thin air.
Some other time, all right?
Some other time, all right? What can I do for you? I heard the cryptobiologists nicknamed their pseudo-giant specimen the Professor. Hilarious, right? Goodbye.
Desperate times call for desperate measures, I guess. Vavilov, head of the Anomaly Research Lab. What can I do for you, Stalker?
What do you know about the generators?
I know quite a lot, but I can't tell you everything. What you need to understand is that they make it possible to connect to the noosphere, the informational field surrounding the Earth. The energy we call anomalous comes from the noosphere. Its effect on matter is what created the zone itself. Artifacts and anomalies are all the result of anomalous energy affecting our world. Particularly intense surges of this energy are known as emissions.
I'd like to know more about the scanners.
If Herman were here, he could explain it better than me. After all, it was his project. He was trying to obtain the Alpha by using the scanners to recharge spent artifacts. Regrettably, his efforts were in vain, and Dr. Darlin decided to prioritize the more promising artifact farm.
What's the Caribbean experiment?
You seem surprisingly well informed about scientific developments for a stalker. The experiment attempted to affect an object located in the Earth's other hemisphere via a sea field. It was carried out back in 1995. That's when the first Alpha artifact came into being. The second experiment took place in 2019. Some call it a total failure, but I beg to differ. Even a failure can yield results if you know where to find them. Hope to see you around.
Ask my senior officer.
Damn it, we are late.
Interesting. What could you possibly want from me? I'm listening. I'll be frank. Dr. Dolan is an exceptionally talented scientist, but I don't approve of his methods. Our mission here is to serve the greater good of humanity, not risk everything for the sake of personal success. Take it easy.
This better be important.
goddamn emission! My experiment is ruined! Where am I gonna find another field with the correct parameters? And then these tough guys are like, it's okay, don't worry, there's still time. To hell with them. They're easy to replace. But the bastard burned all my equipment, and I spent a year begging for those funds. I'm sure you have other matters to attend to.
And here's the man who made this breakthrough possible. Come here. Please. I'd like to talk to you. I hope you had a good night's sleep, Skiff. We're on the brink of the most important event in human history. And I want you to be there to witness it up close. After all, if you hadn't brought us the Alpha artifact, our artifact farm would still be looking for the key to the generators.
You can grow artifacts?
It's my primary project here. My pride and joy. We are capable of synthesizing artifacts that are identical to those that occur naturally within the zone. Regrettably, we were unable to replicate the Alpha artifact this way. But that doesn't matter anymore. We have the Alpha now. And it's all thanks to you.
What makes the Alpha artifact so special?
It possesses unique properties. The artifact is capable of converting electrical energy into a psi field. It's also incredibly rare. We've never found anything like it in the zone, nor have we been able to replicate it. And it's the only way to connect to the generators remotely.
The generators? What are those?
The zone doesn't just exist on its own. It possesses a center, a source. This source is located within the generators, an installation to the north of the CNPP. There's no way for us to get there, physically at least. However, we can establish a remote connection to the generators. That's where the Alpha comes into play. We can solve the energy crisis, reach the outer limits of the solar system, expand our horizons in the study of physics. Your discovery is going to change the world, Skiff.
Confinement breach detected in the cryptobiology lab. Initiating Aegis protocol in Sector C. Please remain calm and have a nice day.
Damn. Aegis means an uncontrolled anomalous exposure. That means a shutdown for all labs. How are we supposed to test the Alpha now? Wait for a special dispensation from the Colonel? How long will it take? Even with all their gadgets, the ward can only handle anomalous phenomena in controlled lab environments. Against something like this, we're talking days, at least.
What kinds of toys?
Advanced weapons and ammunition. They've already been tested on live subjects. Seems like a misuse of our funding if you ask me. Once we successfully establish a link to the generators, the zone will disappear, and none of this will be needed anymore.
At this rate, I'm gonna get bed sores from your penthouse couch. Maybe I can speed this up. Remember, the things I've seen in the zone were just as baffling and uncontrollable.
Are you suggesting we skip protocol and go full stalker on this? It could work. Look for Dr. Krivenko. He's probably at the ARL now. The cryptobiology lab is his domain. He'll point you in the right direction. But remember, this anomalous exposure isn't your typical zone activity. Our emission protection system has never failed us before. I'll inform Krivenko that you volunteered to help. Now go.
Attention. Due to Aegis protocol initiation, groups 2105 and 2203 will depart ahead of schedule. Groups 2105 and 2203, please proceed to the rally point immediately. Have a nice
Got
day.
any questions? I've been working with the specimens in cryptobiology for the past month. I hoped I'd get used to it, but no way. I ended up having nightmares about those mutants. That's when I had to request a transfer to a different department. Goodbye.
Stalker? They are kicking scientists out and letting a stalker in.
If another product of Dallin's genius fails, it's easier to hush a stalker than issue a gag order in front of respectable professionals. It makes sense.
I'm speechless. What are they up to?
Mind your own business.
Now's not the time.
Are we getting ready for an experiment or a siege? Those soldiers are literally everywhere.
What is more, I am getting the feeling the Wardens know more about what is about to go down than the likes of us. As if we switched places, and now it's us having to follow orders without question.
I need two in the courtyard. Over.
Where am I supposed to find them for you? You think we're doing any better in here? You ain't the only one the Colonel's fucking with.
Take a smoke break, man. It will calm your nerves.
Wish I could. The brass are prepping for a siege here. Over and out.
I ran into Leshki today. I thought she never left her office, but... And you know what? She gave me that look.
You think you're next?
Attention. Anomaly Research Laboratory staff, please proceed to evacuation. Please leave your workstations within 5 minutes and proceed to the rally point. Make sure to arrive on time. Welcome to the laboratory, guest. The experiments performed at STALKER go beyond research into anomalies and artifacts. We're also investigating the zone's impact on the human body. A higher access level is required to obtain further information.
Skiff, isn't it? I think we met at Icarus before.
Cravenko? I didn't know you were a big wheel around here.
I'm in charge of the Joint Cryptobiology and Psi Medicine Laboratory. Actually, I don't usually venture out of Circa, but occasionally a special project demands some fieldwork. Follow me. A stalker at the Institute. That's a new one. anomaly has cropped up in cryptobiology? No. My colleagues over at ARL reviewed the footage, and they think it might be a spatial anomaly.
How often does this kind of emergency happen here?
Hardly ever. Our security protocols cover every scenario, so everything is always under control, especially when it comes to special projects.
What kinds of special projects?
That information is restricted to lab staff. Not even Dr. Dallin has the clearance to access it. So you don't have a prayer.
What are you working on? I'd like to know what's in store for me there.
Simply put, we are studying the zone's various harmful effects, along with ways to protect against them. I am afraid you don't have the clearance for me to be any more specific than that.
Then how did the anomaly show up despite your security measures?
I have no idea. We have complete control over the appearance and behavior of the anomalies you see behind me. But that particular one developed outside the testing site. In theory, the Institute's emission defenses should have made it impossible. Maybe someone helped it manifest. Sabotage is the last thing we need right now.
All right, I'll go see what you've got there.
Here, take my gun. Korshunov issued these to all the lab managers, but I never thought anyone would actually need them. Professor Herman once mentioned that anomalies like this one always have an entrance and an exit. The cause of its sudden manifestation must lie on the other side. Due to the Aegis protocol, the regular entrances to my lab are sealed. The only way in is through the ventilation system. You'll find the engineering entrance outside, near the ARL building. Please be careful around the specimens of local fauna in the lab. They are quite valuable to our research.
Some other time, all right?
Maybe later.
A stalker? Why not him in? First, they get all these wardens down here. Then all staff have to evacuate. Now there's a stalker poking around. This is a research facility, not an amusement park.
Just leave me here. I was stuck in the lab when they initiated the Aegis protocol. Can you imagine? I had to lock myself in a cage just to avoid getting devoured by those monsters. You'll deal with them, won't you? Here, take this. It's the key card to the storeroom. Maybe you'll find something useful in there.
Don't be afraid. Come on over. Skiff! You made it here too. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised given what you went through to bring my scanner back to Circa. I'd say I'm glad you made it through your first night in the zone, but you probably wouldn't believe me.
You bastard. I thought you were dead. And you just took off.
What else was I supposed to do? Fight my way back to you? Things aren't as straightforward as they seem. Come on in. I'll open the door for you. Don't worry, I won't leave you here. I feel like I owe you for that night. Besides, it looks like you've actually brought us the Alpha. This is my accomplishment, Skiff, not Darlin's. The only thing that snot-nosed genius managed to achieve was watching the Second Caribbean experiment. And that's precisely when anomalies and artifacts too began cropping up outside the zone.
So you knew my artifact was the Alpha all along. Then why the act?
Do you realize the odds that out of all the artifacts, yours was the one we were looking for? I wasn't even hoping for it. But even if I had, why would I tell you that you held the key to the future of humanity in your hands? This was supposed to be my triumph and mine alone. Not Darlin's, definitely not yours. Sorry.
The Second Caribbean experiment? What's that?
Without the Alpha, Darlin's work was going nowhere. When he realized he couldn't replicate the artifact artificially, he resorted to drastic measures. He tried to repeat the Caribbean experiment. It was our first contact with the noosphere, even before the zone came into being. That's when the first Alpha artifact appeared. I told him it was too risky, but our golden boy was willing to risk the entire world in the name of science. So how did it feel when all that progress came crashing down on your own doorstep?
My home was destroyed because of Dalin's experiment? And you knew about it the whole time?
What? Darlin failed to mention any outside events, and Korshunov conveniently left out who was responsible for your wild goose chase around the zone. Yes, Skiff, I've been aware of this all along. And so have they. Every asshole in this place has an agenda of their own. At least I tried to help you. I warned you about the attack, remember? But that doesn't matter anymore, and I'm running out of time. I've reconfigured the bubble. It'll take you back to Circa. Then you can tell Darlin what you think about the price he paid for progress.
Like you do. Please come see me. I have something for you. As a stalker, I'm sure you'll appreciate it.
What if the generators aren't going to work? We have no idea whether they are operational.
We don't. Dolan, on the contrary. Why haven't you left with the others, if you are having second thoughts?
They are not second thoughts, but mere caution. Besides, how could I miss this? I would never forgive myself.
Attention. Aegis protocol has been initiated. All staff are required to follow ward instructions. The safety of Circa personnel...
Do you seriously take notes during Dalin's lectures?
You don't get it, do you? Our planet is dying. But Circa's gonna set things right. The Earth's gonna be a better place.
Better for who? Did things get better for you when they assigned you here? I didn't think so.
What do you want from me? Get to the point.
It'll become clear soon enough, Colonel. And no, you won't have to send your men anywhere or put them in danger. For that, we've got...
Speaking of danger...
As I was saying, we need someone who's already got certain qualities. Courage, persistence, endurance.
Any of my men will do.
Not quiet. We need someone who's already had a particular kind of experience in the zone. Basically, we need a stalker. The readings all match up. But to see it with my own eyes, that's something else. A scientific miracle. Alpha. Quarter of century ago, maybe even longer. The artifact that started it all.
It's still going strong, and not just in the zone.
You stalkers with your tall tales. You need to lay off the booze.
The second Caribbean experiment, you asshole! Tall tales, huh? Look at me! I lost everything back on the mainland. And you tell me to lay off the booze?
To the victor go the spoils. This experiment is not going to conduct itself. Stand down.
We had a simple choice. Sit back and just wait for another super emission, or take a chance at getting control of the anomalous energy. And look, our gamble paid off. As for your home, you can blame the zone, not me.
Cool it, soldier. The second Caribbean experiment didn't go as planned. During the experiment, the group was attacked by Scar's saboteurs. They're local stalkers, a thorn in my side. And since they achieved what they set out to back then, you can be sure they'll keep trying to get in our way. You're blaming the wrong people, Skiff.
Let's hope that this time, security will be your top priority. So, now that everyone has blown off some steam and is capable of having a civilized conversation, let's move on to the one truly important thing. Science. Do you want to know what's there? Behind the glass? It's the dream of every stalker. The Wish Granter. Also known as the Monolith. It's not a myth, nor is it a deity. It's a Psi installation created by scientists from Project X. Instead of rusting away inside the sarcophagus, it's now here at the Institute.
So does this installation really grant wishes?
Well, it can show anyone exactly what they wish to see. A customized illusion of happiness. It's one of its built-in functions. But we're both adults, you and I. We realize that all those who come to the Wish Granter are already enthralled to their own illusions.
Why did you bring the monolith here? Wasn't one failed experiment enough for you?
Skiff, please. Alpha artifacts are a source of power not only for the generators, but for other Project X installations as well, including those designed to create illusions, like the monolith. If your Alpha artifact activates the monolith now, we'll know it's genuine and can be used with the generators.
My people are trained for this. They will handle it.
The hell they will. It's my artifact. I'll be the one testing it.
Everything's under control.
What you want is here, Stalker. Come. Humanity is corrupt. Mankind must be controlled. Whatever you wish, it will be granted. Come to me. I want the zone to disappear. You will receive what you deserve.
I want this all to end.
Look, Dolan. The spell strap still works on stalkers.
Alpha is real. That's all that matters. We don't need this one anymore.
Strider's buddy isn't walking out of here alive. I'm putting an end to this farce. Kill the stalker!
Cover me!
Okay now, Skiff? Would you come up here, please?
What did you see? What happened in the monolith room?
Now, you're the one who's gonna tell me what the fuck is going on here. Whose memory did I just see? Why did the ward attack me? Wish Granner my ass.
Calm down, Skiff. Please. That was just a minor distortion. An illusion, nothing more. It's over now.
He's telling the truth, soldier. The installation has been shut down. You're safe.
It didn't seem like an illusion to me. It felt too damn real.
Yeah, illusions don't usually result in injuries.
Everything you saw was a figment of your imagination, Skiff. Your actions, however, had an impact on your environment. That is the reason Zotov was injured, and you were not.
No one would have been injured if the illusions had been stopped sooner.
Shutting the installation down abruptly would have fried Skiff's brain. Irreversibly. I did all I could to avoid that outcome.
Was that another botched experiment, Doc?
I wouldn't call it that. I didn't foresee those sea vestiges, that's true. The monolith showed you someone else's memory. I never expected that. Who knew those tall tales had a basis in reality? But I was sure you'd be fine. It was impossible to calculate the safe level of Psi exposure when the monolith was first created. But it's a different story now. I used the minimal configuration, see? You're safe and sound, and despite some unpleasant side effects, everything went well. The Alpha artifact worked. We can begin the experiment.
Are you planning to use the Wish Granner again?
Why would we do that? It's a relic of the old zone, a distraction for those who manage to enter the sarcophagus. But Circa doesn't need that. We have the ward to protect us. Besides, even in its prime, this ancient hunk of junk never functioned as intended. The last thing I need right now is Circa fanatics, thank you very much.
What are you gonna do if the connection is successful? How are you gonna use the anomalous energy?
Circa will become the very thing you stalkers saw in the monolith. Except, we'll grant wishes for real, and we'll do it for all mankind. The Earth will have an inexhaustible source of energy. We will reach the outer limits of the solar system. We will work wonders.
Are you sure it's safe connecting the artifact to the generators?
There are certain risks, of course. But inaction would be far more dangerous. We must take control of the zone's anomalous energy before disaster strikes. When we connect to the generators, the zone will be eliminated. And the anomalous energy will finally start serving the needs of mankind.
Yes?
For the Stalker, Colonel.
Got it. He'll be there. Go to the projection room, Skiff. She's waiting for you. Good luck.
And Skiff, I'm sorry about your home. I wish great experiments could always be performed without casualties.
Damn! You're good, soldier. You almost got me there. But it's okay, I'll live. And I'll never make the mistake of helping a stalker again.
I can't answer your questions.
In this illusion, you saw the ward attacking you. So you don't trust us.
Should I?
When you started shooting, I didn't send a squad to take you out. I sent Zotov, my most trusted officer, to go down there and subdue you. I even let you live after you injured him.
Don't you dare tell anyone about this, Skiff. I won't let it slide.
The Ward always pays its debts to those who help us. You'll see. Go. Don't keep her waiting.
You should hurry. Don't keep her waiting.
Listen to me, I wouldn't have to cheat. You know that's true. Tell her. I'm begging you.
Your friend is a strange kind of scientist, Skiff. He loves secrets more than discoveries.
He's no friend of mine.
Skiff!
That makes sense. People need more than just a couple of days to really become friends. You need to trust one another, share your secrets. Like the fact that someone stole the scanners from Circa. Just because he was so envious of Dr. Dolly. And guided by his co-conspirator Faust, he insisted on murdering every last witness. Including you, of course.
I can explain everything!
There's no need to repeat yourself, Professor. This man almost got you killed. So it's up to you to decide his fate.
Why should I care?
Professor Herman, you may go.
Skiff! Thank you. Thank you.
Professor, you forgot something.
Goodbye.
Yevhen Martinenko, 25 years old. Born in a small town, loved a good book, but preferred a good fight. Served in the army, upon returning home was engaged in risky part-time jobs. No real friends, no family, just lonely evenings in front of the TV. A while ago he came home to find his place in ruins. You've been through a lot, Yevhen. Cigarette? After the fire at those apartments, everyone rushed to seek help from officials. But not you, Yevhen. In your search for the truth, you had the courage to enter the zone. Perseverance is an admirable quality, and you've got heaps of it. That's why we can thank you, and you alone, that the scanner is back at Circa. The zone is extremely dangerous to the outside world. But thanks to you, we will soon have its power under control. And in the meantime, you can return to the mainland and move into a beautiful new house.
Sounds great.
You deserve it.
But I want to be there for the experiment. Bread was promised. Now it's time for circuses.
Dr. Dallin speaks highly of you, but the experiment requires top-level security. Although, perhaps you could help us in this matter. Someone's planning to stop us, right? Stop us getting what we deserve.
Strider. The leader of Noontide intends to break into Circa. He might be armed.
I knew I could count on you. Meet with Strider. Convince him not to do anything stupid. I don't want our new world to begin with bloodshed. And neither do you.
And if he doesn't change his mind?
You're an experienced guy, Evhen. I'm sure you can handle it. One way or another. Sequence initiated. All authorized personnel are to proceed to their positions. Warning, Sector C is now temporarily closed. We apologize for the inconvenience. Warning, Theta and Gamma Squad, please proceed to your positions as specified in the new defensive plan.
Everyone's in position. We'll begin on your mark.
Strider was right? The monolith. Skiff. Is it really here?
Yeah. I tried it.
And what happened?
I saw what it did to the people before me. How it made them believe in lies. It was wrong.
Then you understand that we have to destroy it.
Dallin said Circa isn't going to use the monolith anymore. They only needed it to prep for another experiment. They're gonna end all this shit right here, right now. They're gonna destroy the zone.
And you believe that, Skiff? Do you really believe the monolith is just an installation and they actually know what they're doing? They'll write off all their mistakes as collateral damage in pursuit of the greater good. But we are not some byproducts of their experiments, Skiff. We are human beings. If their plans have any relation to the monolith, we are putting an end to them. These people are not to be trusted. We can't waste any more time. Tell me now, Skiff, are you with the Ward or with us?
Drop your weapons. We don't want bloodshed.
Traitor. What the hell?
fast in the zone. Meet us at X11. Let's get this over with.
Enhanced security protocol is now in place. All personnel are to remain at their workstations. Your clearance level will be restored once connection is resumed. Have a nice day. Welcome to the X11 Lab, the heart of STALKER and the flagship of scientific progress. The X11 Lab is led by Dmytro Dalin, outstanding scientist and head of STALKER. Here, the best physicists work on unimaginable discoveries for the world's good. Welcome to the future of humanity.
Minimizing autopsy levels.
0 coulombs on the Kniazinski scale.
Who's that? Huh? What's he doing here?
Stabilizing bed up, see?
A stalker? Here?
Resonance eliminated.
Scanning for tau presence.
Done. None detected.
Performing visual analysis. No damage detected.
Azimuth. Router ready. Block 5.
Waveguide ready.
Scala.
Gateway open. X11. Awaiting connection.
Keep away from the door! Hands up! Keep your hands up where I can see them!
Are you nuts? Put it away!
Scala here. Request for sync phase received.
Dalin, no!
This is the last one. The threat has been eliminated.
No! No!
Connection! I barely slept during all those years of preparation. Maybe perhaps just a couple of hours here and there on that awful couch. Thank you again for your help, Skiv. As of today, the zone will be gone along with all our fears. You'll go back to your new home. Strider will return to his island. And I'll finally be able to sleep in the bed With a real pillow. Peacefully. With no dreams. Because all the dreams have come true.
Biaxial array.
Yes, sir.
Potentials.
Nominal.
Synchronize! Skiff, can you hear me? Skiff, you have to get to the data center right now. There's a flash drive there with the Institute's entire archive on it. It is crucial that you retrieve it.
Colin, you need to.
I need that flash drive. It contains the telemetry data from the experiment. I have to see it. I have to find out what went wrong. I can't trust anyone else with it, Skiff. Here are the coordinates. Please go. Hurry.
Get me a stretcher. It looks like sea radiation exposure. Severity still unclear.
I need to go to my office. I have to find out what went wrong. Everything is so blurry.
Requesting immediate evac. Alpha category staff member. Sea exposure. Possible concussion. We need assistance ASAP.
Welcome to STALKER, the heart and soul of scientific progress. The head of prosperity of humanity.
Loud and clear. Over.
I hope you have the archive. Haul ass to the helicopter pad. We're evacuating and we can't wait much longer. Dolan's condition is critical. Move it, soldier!
Ask my senior officer. Skiff here.
You're alive? Good. Now listen up. The situation here is FUBAR. Monolith is back in full force, determined to take over the zone. It started all at once, like on command. 2 bursts of Psi radiation from Wild Island and the sphere in the Lesser Zone rebooted the Monolith program in their heads. I need to know the source of that signal, Skiff. Track it down and bring it to the chemical plant. I'll be waiting. Over and out. Hey, Wardens. Knock, knock. What's that loud noise, huh? Did you hear that? I think it's the zone. It's hammering nails in your coffee. What? You don't like it? Well, this is just the beginning.